the Chris in his natural environment.
Oh yes, he's messy.
Yes. That is because of his extreme hunger after fasting for many weeks as a primitive ritual of fertility.
I don't think it's working now.
We may never know. Because Superman would totally pwn on the Incredible Hulk in a fight.
Shut up, Dan.
He would.
You don't even know.
We had a debate about this already, Tom, and I won.
And no, pretty sure I won.
Nope, no, I won.
I'm pretty sure the judge
Hulk
decided this outcome. Let's find out.
Who would win a fight between the Incredible Hulk and Superman? Begin. One who proposed, Tom.
I would say that the Incredible Hulk would win.
Because
he's big. They have comparable powers. Okay, both can breathe in outer space. Incredible Hulk has limitless strength, durability, can leap buildings in a single bound. That's the same thing as Superman can do. They're equally matched, except Superman has a weakness to kryptonite. The Hulk does not.
rebuttal by Daniel Kahn.
Well, first of all, this question is ridiculous because they're in different universes. They will in no way be able to fight each other. You see, the Hulk is from Marvel Universe, while Superman is in the DC Universe. Therefore, this fight is pointless. But if somehow those two companies were to get together and write said fight, obviously Superman will win because he has the power of flight.
Rebuttal by Tom.
Alright, first of all, I will divert your attention momentarily to the DC versus Marvel limited run. Several other DC Marvel team-ups throughout the ages, including a Superman and Spider-Man team-up. Therefore, it is not without, it's not outside of the realm of possibility to have these two pillars of their respective universes come together in a epic combat. So in that regard, you know, it's possible, first of all. So this argument is necessary because it may come up one day. Furthermore, flight does not help you when you're in the clutches of the Hulk, because he's not going to let him fly away. And heat vision is not going to get past the Hulk's gamma irradiated skin of steel.
I can see that it is possible, if unlikely, that they will be able to fight sometime in future. But also, when the Hulk is in the air, he can't maneuver, seeing as how he can't fly. Whereas Superman can fly.
What? You have to concede the point that Krypton blew apart. That is established fact. It is conceivable that a somewhat statistically equal amounts of kryptonite will be put all over the globe. So therefore, in any place in which they are fighting, there is a chance that the Hulk will find kryptonite in the rock or soil and then just chuck it at Superman. And then he will become weak, fall to the ground helpless, and then the Hulk would thence finish it.
I will concede that if the Hulk were to find kryptonite in the rock formations and to throw it at Superman, that it is possible the Hulk would win. But I believe that the probability of the Hulk finding kryptonite in the rocks he's chucking at Superman would be small enough that in, I would say probably 15 out of 16 times, Superman would win.
Where did you even get that number?
I use statistics to manipulate various sources of data just now.
Incorrectly.
Yes.
And unethically.
Yes. Because
the Hulk would obviously win 15 out of 16 times against Superman. Which is what my data tells
Neither
me.
of those statistics have been sustained.
Okay, so
they're not founded.
we just made some. I'm sorry, I made stuff up. Here.
Oh!
Jack!
That's what the Hulk would have done to Superman! Beat that.
I believe he's trying to provoke me.
I'm not trying to provoke him. That's why
Please
Superman
state your
loses.
statement in a less provoking manner.
I'm just saying.
And secondly, the establishment does not allow fighting analogies as champions of your supposed person that you are supporting.
Fine.
So you cannot battle this out, and whoever wins. We will remain fighting with speech.
People have been writing in, various comic book writers have been writing into the Hulk for years, various plot holes and plot loops that always give the Hulk an upper hand. Always. So, in a way, you can look at it in the fact that Hulk has fortune on his side. I know it sounds like a weakness at first, but if you stop and think about it, the story is on the Hulk's side.
In this debate, though, we are not asking if this was written by a biased person, would the Hulk win? Therefore, I believe the storyline aspect of it should actually be null and void.
Well, then we also can't compare brain power or strategy then either, because that's not really a power in and of itself. Where, true, Superman is a leader, but that doesn't necessarily convey that he has strategic potential. So in that case, if we're just going to be comparing powers, no one would win. Because they both have a serious weakness, and at the same time, they both have incredible strengths. They're evenly matched. So in that case, we have to consider the storyline. We have to consider other factors, because that's the deciding.
Superman will win because he's more maneuverable and is not in an enraged state when fighting.
Friends, countrymen, why don't we stop and look at which one America wants to win? And I will tell you,
Wrap
the
it
Hulk.
up. Wrap it up.
Because the Hulk is America.
First, do we allow the idea of Deus Ex Machina?
Who? Oh.
Yeah, the writers having an effect on...
I say yes.
I do not believe that Deus Ex Machina should be a factor. However, intelligence is a factor in each character.
Then we have to look at the Hulk's detailed back history.
Future debates, we're going to have to determine which version of...
We should be more
Superheroes.
specific,
Yes.
because...
Just agree to disagree right now.
Okay.
All right.
Shake hands.
Good job.
Oh, keep them there.
Alright, nice debate.
Now it's up to you, the audience, to determine who is right.
He's calling someone. He's eating on the telephone.
Yeah. Dan, Chris says take a break because Chris doesn't feel like editing, you know.